Before the season began, because it's LeBron and because it's the Lakers, people talk championships. It's been done before. Why not again? And they also brought in Russell Westbrook. But things haven't been good for the Lakers. Now, things got a little bit better in this game against the Jazz. They actually won a game, breaking their 3-game losing streak. So that was nice. And for the first time in a minute, the Lakers are back at 500. But LeBron James says, look, I know things have not been good. They had losses to the Kings, to the Nuggets. He issued an apology recently saying, Laker Nation, I apologize. I promise we'll be better. But will they? Let's welcome in Rip Hamilton to talk about the Lakers. We're also going to hand out some grades. So, I mean, in this game, they got back on track. Russell Westbrook looked better, but this is kind of one game. Like, they haven't convinced really me of anything. Rip, what about you?
I would have to agree with you, Amanda. They got to be more consistent. I mean, last night when the Lakers came out and played defensively against a really good offensive Utah team, and Utah is one of the better offensive teams in the league, and the Lakers were able to contain them, hold them down to 95 points in the game. But LeBron James got help, and not just from Russell Westbrook, but from his bench. I thought Tucker was great. I thought Malik Monk came off and knocked down some shots. But when the Lakers played great on the opposite part of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball, good things can happen for this team. I thought even when putting LeBron James at the 5, which really sounds crazy to me, especially with all the big bodies and the 7-footers that they have on the team. And this seems like that's the more agile, the more athletic team that can get up and down the court and could switch everything on the defensive end. So when the Lakers get help from their bench and get help from the other guys, good things can happen for this team.
What about a grade, though? We're about midseason here. If you're going to give a grade to the Lakers, what would it be?
It would have to be a C. I know a lot of parents at home. I mean, my mom and dad would be pissed off if I brought a C at home, C on my report card. I don't know about you, Amanda. I don't know if your parents would have let you get away with that. But when you look at this Los Angeles Lakers team, expectation-wise, I mean, the grade, if that's the grade before the season started, it'll probably be a lot lower. But when I give them a C, I say, hey, you know what? They don't get a D because they're still in the 8th seed. You look at the beginning of the season, guys are in and out of the lineup. You got 12 new guys on this roster, still trying to understand the system. Coach Frank Vogel puts in a new system, and guys are still trying to get adjusted to where they're going to be out on the floor. You change the point guard position out with Russell Westbrook, and he's still having struggles of finding guys and knowing where they are on the floor, knowing when to be super aggressive, knowing when to bring the ball out. So I just feel as though when you look at this team, expectation-wise, they're a lot lower, but for them to be in the AFC right now with everything that's been going on with this team, everybody's still trying to figure out a rhythm out there. I feel as though they're still in a good position to try to make the playoffs and hopefully get a mid-seed in the Western Conference so they can make a run for the title.
I feel like it would be a C, but maybe with a note from the teacher at the bottom that's like, maybe get some tutoring or do some extra credit to try and improve your grade here.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.